Hey guys, it's Josh. Jonas is outside right now, but I'm sure I'll come back in later. And welcome back to another episode of Assassin's Creed Revelations. Last time, he chased after the real Templar leader, who was revealed to be the Prince Ahmet. And there was something I didn't like about him. And reclaimed the Masyaf keys, which we had given him in exchange for Sophia's life. So we've still got those to go. We'll do those later, obviously. Now we're at Masyaf.
Such a climb. È così bello qui. This is where your order began?
It began thousands of years ago, but here it was reborn.
By the man you mentioned, Altair?
Altair ibn Ahad. He built us up and set us free. He saw the folly of keeping a castle like this. It had become a symbol of arrogance and a beacon for all our enemies.
And the mandate for menacing hoods? Was that his idea as well? You mentioned a creed before. What is it?
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted.
That is rather cynical.
It would be if it were doctrine, but it is merely an observation of the nature of reality. To say that nothing is true is to realize that the foundations of society are fragile, and that we must be the shepherds of our own civilization. To say that everything is permitted is to understand that we are the architects of our actions, and that we must live with their consequences, whether glorious or tragic.
Do you regret your decision to live as an assassin for so long?
I do not remember making that decision. This life, it chose me. For 3 decades, I have served the memory of my father and my brothers, and fought for those who have suffered the pain of injustice. I do not regret those years, but it is time to live for myself. Let them go. Let go of all of this.
Then let go. You will not fall far.
Here we are.
The end of the road.
What do you hope to find behind that door?
Knowledge, above all else. Altair was a profound man and a prolific writer. He built this place as a repository for all his wisdom. He saw many things in his life, and learned many secrets, both troubling and strange. Knowledge that would drive lesser men to despair.
Does that worry you?
Sophia, you should know by now that I am not a lesser man.
Ezio.
No, that's not right. There we go. One down. Two down. 3 down. 4. And 5.
You had better come out of there alive.
I plan to.
The hint for that one is Altair's name meaning the eagle. They're in Arabic, so... And the constellation he made up is literally the eagle constellation, so...
No books. No wisdom. Just you, fratello mio. Requiescat in pace, Altair. You have seen to my books.
Yes. Some we sent with the Polos. The rest will go with me to Alexandria.
Good. Very good.
Father, I do not understand. Why did you bring the library if you did not intend to keep your books?
You should go. When the Mongols return, Masyaf must be empty.
I see. This is not a library at all. It is a vault.
It must stay hidden therein, far from eager hands. At least until it has passed on the secret it contains.
What secret?
Go, son. Go be with your family. And live well.
All that is good in me began with you, Father.
Damn!
In much wisdom is much grief, and he that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow.
What does it tell you? What do you see?
Strange visions and messages of ones who came before, of their rise and their fall.
But what happens to us, Altair? To our family? What does the apple say?
Who were the ones who came before? What brought them here? How long ago?
Get rid of that thing!
This is my duty, Maria.
Altair has no ability to run.
If you are asked, say I set the apple away.
Just to
Tell
walk.
them I sent it to Cyprus
Very
or
slowly.
Cipango, or that I dropped it into the sea. Tell them anything to keep men away from this place. This apple must not be found. Not until the time is right.
It's just amazing. Altair lived to be freaking 92 years old. The last thing he ever did was sit down. use the disc course, but
another artifact. No. You will stay here. I have seen enough for one life. Desmond?
He's talking to me?
I heard your name once before, Desmond. A long time ago. And now it lingers in my mind, like an image from an old dream. I do not know where you are, or by what means you can hear me. But I know you are listening. I have lived my life as best I could, not knowing its purpose, but drawn forward like a moth to a distant moon. And here at last, I discover a strange truth. And I am only a conduit for a message that eludes my understanding. Who are we, who have been so blessed to share our stories like this? Speak across centuries. Maybe you will answer all the questions I have asked. Maybe you will be the one to make all this suffering worth something in the end. Now, listen.
Do you hear me, Cypher? Can you see me? Ah, there you are. Good. A strange place, this nexus of time. I am not used to the calculations. That has always been Minerva's domain. I see you still have many questions. Who were we? What became of us? What do we desire of you? You will have your answers. Only listen, and I will tell you how. Both before the end and after, we sought to save the world. We built vaults within which to work, each dedicated to a different method of salvation. They were placed underground to avoid the war which raged above, and also as a precaution should we fail in our efforts. Each vault's knowledge was transmitted to a single place. It was our duty, mine, Minerva's, and Juno's, to sort and sample all that was collected. We chose those solutions which held the most promise, and devoted ourselves to testing their merits. 6 we tried in succession, each more encouraging than the last, but none worked. And then the world ended.
Oof.
The earth shook for days, the fires burned for weeks, and when the ash had settled, less than 10,000 of your kind still lived, and far fewer of ours. But we carried on, together, to rebuild, to renew. Listen, you must go there, to the place where we labored and lost. Take my words. Pass them from your head into your hands. That is how you will open the way. But be warned, much still remains in flux, and I do not know how things will end, either in my time or yours.
Wait, look, his vitals are stabilizing. Something's happening. He's moving.
Desmond, can you hear me? Son?
I know what we need to do.
So yeah, typically another cliffhanger, but this time far less serious. So yeah, that is the main story of Assassin's Creed Revelations. Not quite sure why it stopped playing music, but it has. Like I said, it's not my favorite main in storyline in the series, but and that one does go to Brotherhood, but it does definitely have its moments where it is quite charming as a series, and it is good to see Edesma and waking up at the end. As far as storyline with other games, I would say personally I like this one more than the original. But less than Brotherhood, and slightly less than 2 as well. Brotherhood's modern day was incredible, where you could actually get out of the Animus is at any point up until the final stretch of missions, obviously because you're already outside of the Animus. And Assassin's Creed 3's present day, the storyline is honestly a high point of that game, and I will definitely be covering that in the future when we get to it. As a Let's Play, I'm not sure when that will be, because I do have a lot of upcoming other projects I want to do first. However, it will be, and however I can at least promise, it will be the next Assassin's Creed game that I play. Now let's just watch the credits scrolling by. I will be getting my new capture cards October 7th, so I should be able to start recording and Let's Playing Switch games as well. if everything goes according to plan, I will be testing it out first. This with an Animal Crossing, and with a video of my Animal Crossing the island. So I'll be doing a video tour of that where I, you know, show my island off and talk about it as I do. Talk about it as I do. Who show it off. So I'm definitely looking forward to that, if that works. Which I hope it does, to be honest. So far, I also have plans to let's play Breath of the Wild, which will probably be my biggest series yet, if I do it. I will probably be covering the Xenoblade Chronicles games at some point, but I'm not entirely sure when that will be. Kirby Star Allies, Kirby Star Allies and the Pokemon games I will probably cover. Maybe Super Mario Odyssey. Meh. I definitely want to cover Okami and Octopath Traveler as well, but we'll have to see it when that happens. Oh, and Phoenix Wright. I want to cover that as well. So. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, please let me know in the comments. I prefer games that I own, and I will be posting a list in the description box of this video. Or obviously you can contact me through my social media profiles and ask me. Just, of course, say that you saw my YouTube video first, of course, because otherwise that's just weird. Yeah, I prefer Switch games that I already have. I prefer the physical editions, but I'm definitely happy to consider getting new ones if I have to. And I know I definitely want to do Mario, Super Mario 3D All-Stars, and possibly the Harvest Moon new games as well. But obviously we'll see. I have a lot of other upcoming projects, so I guess you'll have to stay tuned. Jeez, I forgot how long these credits were. I mean, really. Probably skip them. But on the other hand, these people worked hard, so let's just sit and watch. Honestly, it feels like these could go on forever. And obviously that's impossible, but it doesn't stop from feeling like that. Are we even close to the end? What are these darn credits? I really don't know. We've been here for a while. Well, here we are. Yep, we're going straight back in. It seemed to have crashed there for a second, but we are back. Now, let's see what, did anything interesting happen while we were doing... Oh, good cash. That's good. Also, looking at our sync percentage. Total sync, 93.47. We are synced with every single main story set. 0% sync with secret locations. That's fine anyway. Now, let's check our map. You know what? Since we're... we have some serious restocking to do. Yeah, I'll take the full bullets, full throwing knives, and yeah, give me the full crossbow bolts. What are weapons that are equipped actually? I have to find out. Okay, good, so we don't need to change those back. But while we are here, I do want to purchase something that I didn't purchase earlier. Because, I mean, why would we? Since we had the... you know, the literal strongest armor in the game.
Till next time. Salamatli.
Or one of the strongest armors in the game, anyway. But of course, now that we've completed the game and don't really have as much of a need for armor, I mean, of course, we're gonna switch it straight back to the Master Assassin armor, because the Master Assassin is awesome, but yeah. Now, I think it's fair to say we're getting things off here. And yeah, we're getting things off here. Pardon me. And then next time, we are going to go after those on the last Ishak Pasture scrolls. So the last, so 4 of those. And nice. $50, $21, $5, $50. Just quickly going to send people in tasks. Okay, now that we've sent all of our assassins on missions again, I think we really are getting things up here. Next time on Assassin's Creed Revelations, we go up to the memoir pages.
Shit! Faster! He's getting away! Hurry! I'm losing him!
So,
Must have been someone else.
if you enjoyed the video, a like rating is very much appreciated. Hit the subscribe button down below to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you have already subscribed but you haven't been receiving notifications, you know what to click. Bell icon down below, right next to the subscribe button. Share the video with your friends. Leave a comment down below if you want, and my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, basically all my social media information is in the description box down below. Alright, with that said, I'll see you next time for another episode of Assassin's Creed Revelations.
He will end up dead or in a
This is the first post-game episode. Well, it is what it is. Until then, Josh, out.